An amazing mod that allows chickens to poop out resources for you. What could be better? Hello everybody and welcome to OMGcraft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. Not since the very beginning of Minecraft have I played so much Minecraft recently, and it's all because of one mod pack, Sky Factory. Holy cow, do I love this mod pack. Recently, I've run into a problem where I've run out of a few resources and I found this amazing mod to use to gather those resources. Chickens poop out resources, it's amazing, so let's jump in.
So here we are inside of a modded world. This is my Sky Block Let's Play that I do on my stream, and you can see that we have some chickens here that are a little bit different. He just pooped out some nether quartz right there. We also have some redstone chickens. You can see by the little thing hovering above them that these are all different types of chickens. We got sand chickens, red chickens, flint chickens, and log chickens all hanging out around here. We also have a lot of chickens over here. So I'm going to do a little bit of explaining about what these chickens are. This is a combination of a few different mods. One is the chickens mod, and that adds all of these different chickens. And the other is a mod called Hatchery, which adds a whole bunch of extra little additions to sort of maintain your chickens. So first, let's talk about the chickens mod. In a mod pack like Skyblock, well, there's not a lot of resource gathering as the entire world is missing. So in order to get some resources, chickens may be a good option for you. You can see these quartz chickens, as they live, they just poop out quartz. They also happen to poop out chicken manure, which can be used for fertilizer in your crops back there. You can actually see can be made into liquid fertilizer, into fertilizer blocks, into fertilizer dirt, and even you can make a fertilizer spraying can, which will allow you to spray fertilizer directly onto your crops. Now, these chickens here are making nether quartz, and you can see in this drawer right here, we happen to have almost 5,000 nether quartz. We're going to be running out of room here in just a few stacks. I've actually had to kill chickens because our nether quartz production has become a little bit intense, and I've even started switching it over into blocks. So they have become very efficient through the breeding that I have done of these chickens. I've been a little low on redstone recently, so I have started a breeding program of redstone chickens over here. Now you may notice that there's a difference between these nether quartz and the redstone other than the color. If I hover over them, you can see the What Am I Looking At mod. At the top of the screen, it says Tier 1, Growth 10, Gain 10, Strength 10. In fact, most of these chickens are all 10, and they start out at just 1. If I come over here and look at some of these chickens, that one actually hasn't even been analyzed. So I take this chicken analyzer, right-click it. You can see that one's 8. We have a whole bunch. This one is just a 111. This is a brand new chicken. So over time, over breeding, they will grow stronger, and you can guess basically the girth, the gain is how much of the item they will poop out here. And so just kind of hanging out in them, I just got 11 quartz. So they're creating quite a lot of quartz. But you may notice that these are Tier 1 and these are Tier 2 chickens. There's a few Tier 1 chickens, and what that stands for is they are easily accessible. These guys are out and about. If you go ahead into the nether by just walking around a nether fortress, you'll find some chickens just hanging out. Same thing with, well, not quite the same thing, but these are also some Tier 1 chickens all in this pen. And that is because you can craft the eggs in order to make them. Right here, these are some white eggs. You can make red eggs. Here, let's look at some of the recipes. You can make a white egg with bone meal, a purple egg with all sorts of different type of purple dyes, light blue. And these chickens, while they will look very nice, are also useful later on, because to get to a redstone chicken, which is the ones that we are currently working on right here, those actually have to be bred with some of the tier 1 chickens to get to tier 2 chickens. So I needed to breed a red chicken and a sand chicken to get a redstone chicken. And there's only a 20% chance that the redstone chicken will appear. So you may get a sand chicken or a red chicken by just breeding them together. And of course, breeding them is pretty simple. You just click both of them. Let's see, did we get a redstone? No, we just got a sand chicken. And so you give that a try a few times until hopefully you get a redstone chicken. Did we get one? Did we get one? No, we got another sand chicken. So you can see that it's a little bit difficult there. So you'd first create a lot of these base tier 1 chickens on your own because you can craft them yourself. You can level them up if you want. And then you'll breed them with other chickens in order to get further along. So you can see lots of different types of chickens. If you want a glowstone chicken, a yellow chicken, and nether quartz chicken, which I happen to have, so we could get some glowstone. A cobalt chicken is a ghast tier, and a nether wart. Well, how do you get a nether wart? You can click that. You get cocoa brown and glowstone to get nether wart. So you can see that there are lots of chickens, and you can breed them in that way. Now let's talk a little bit about the Hatchery Mod, which adds all of these different types of blocks. All my chickens have grown here. I don't want to mess with them right now, though. So first, let's look. This is the hatchery nest, and this is a hatchery nesting pen. The options to create these are very, very simple. In order to create a nest, you need to first create some hay bale blocks. Let's go ahead and look at the hatchery mod. And then you put these in that, and you get a hatchery nest. It looks a lot like this, and you can place it down on the ground. In order to get a hatchery nesting pen, that requires a few blocks of planks in order to do that. We can create that. Looks like this in your hand, and then it looks like this on the ground. There's a few more tools that you'll want and you need. The animal net allows you to pick up chickens and move them around very easily. You can only pick up one chicken at a time. The chicken feeder feeds your chickens and makes them produce quicker, and you will fill this up. Here, I happen to have one right here. You fill this up with chicken feed, or in other words, just seeds. And you can add some seeds. You can see on the tooltip on the top that we have stored 22 seeds into that. And you also get a nursery monitor. The nursery monitor will keep adult chickens and baby chickens separated. So adult chickens on one side and baby chickens on the other. And finally, the chicken analyzer, and this is super duper useful. This is actually from the mod chickens. You just do a compass and an egg, and that allows you to see what type of chickens you have. So you can see right here on the tooltip hovering above the chicken, it says that it's a tier 1 chicken, but when I right click it, it'll tell me exactly what type of chicken it is. These are all number 1s here. But if I was to head over here, some of these guys don't have, that one does, there we go. That's a 777. That's a pretty good chicken. This one is just a 111. So we may want to kill this chicken off so that we can breed it with stronger chickens and get stronger chickens in the future. Now let's talk a little bit about these blocks and what the differences are. The nesting pen will allow the chicken to actually drop eggs. Just out in the wild, when you breed them, they'll just make a chicken, which is useful, but the eggs can allow you to get a little bit more granular. So you can see that inside of this nesting pen, we have slot 0 through 3, and if we right-click, all of those things are transferred into my inventory: the redstone, the feathers, the chicken manure, and the redstone chicken egg. You can see when I hover over this egg, it has 10, 10, and 10. All of these are some of my supreme chickens, so they all should make about 10, 10, 10 eggs. Looks like one made, oh yeah, no, all 10, 10, 10 eggs. You can see that some of the other eggs that they have created are 9s and stuff like that. This is an 8, 9, 8. These are some of the older eggs that I have sitting around. You also get a nice tooltip on when they are going to drop the next amount of whatever they are going to produce. You can also see that it's easy to keep the redstone all sort of correlated right here. So you'd pick up a chicken. We can take this chicken out, set him on the ground. He's a 10-10-10 chicken. All the little baby chickens are going to go over to a nearby mother. And so what you would want to do is keep this chicken inside of a nesting hen to keep it somewhere and to produce eggs versus just breeding them on the ground. Then once you have one of those eggs, let's grab some of these 10-10-10 eggs, you can place them into these nests right here. Or you could throw them on the ground. You won't get as good of a we made one, look at that. And we can analyze him. Look, he's a 10-10-10. You won't get as good of a chance that they will survive if you throw them on the ground, but every once in a while you'll get one, just like this one right here. We can pick him up and place him into the pen over here. Now, this will guarantee that after a while, it will hatch. You can see the percentage up there. There's a few ways to speed this up. One is by sitting on it, just like so. Oh, I'm a mother and I love this egg. It's so amazing. The other option, if you don't want to sit here, you can see this is at 6% and the one next to it is at 4%. So it is actually helping out, 7% and 4% or 5%. You can add redstone lamps above them. So these ones have constantly had those redstone lamps. They're 10 and 12, while this one is only at 8 when it was sitting just right next to it. So that is how you use the hatchery nests. These are the hatchery pens. And then we covered a few of the other options. There's also this thing, which is a hen house. The hen house is useful for collecting resources. It automatically teleports the resources that the chickens produce into the hen house. Now, one problem is that it will not transfer the manure. So you can see throughout here, right there, there's some chicken manure just hanging out. So you have to go through and actually pick that up every once in a while if you want to collect that. It's also not incredibly fast, and you need a hay bale in order to fuel it. And hay bales can be difficult to get early on in the game. But you can see while we have just been sitting here, we've collected about 2.5 stacks of redstone, 2.5 stacks of chicken manure throughout. I believe my inventory was empty when we started. And man, we've already created, I believe it's about a few stacks of this nether quartz. So that's a good introduction to these chickens. Start off by finding nether quartz chickens in the nether and crafting your own chickens. You can see that which ones are craftable by just hitting chickens and then clicking through. And some of these, like the flint chicken, will have a crafting recipes. Others you will have to breed. There's a sand chicken, a flint chicken, and a log chicken. Those can all be crafted, as well as all of the different colors of chickens. Those can be crafted, and then, of course, the nether quartz chicken can be found. All these other chickens, if you go all the way back, it will go back to one of those starting tier 1 chickens. So this iron chicken is bone white, which you can craft, and flint, which you can craft. This uranium is ender pearl and redstone. Redstone, you need a sand and a red chicken, which you can craft. And then an ender pearl chicken, you'll need a diamond chicken, which goes back to a glass chicken, which goes to another netherwort chicken, which goes to a redstone chicken. So you can see that it goes back pretty far, but it'll always go back to one of the original tier 1 chickens. And that's a little bit about chickens.
Because I use this in a mod pack, I suggest, hey, you do too. Check out Sky Factory. You start on a tree and then have to use all the mods in the pack to create a base and get further in the game. There'll be a link to that in the description, as well as a link to chickens and the Hatchery mod that I showed off. That's all in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe for future videos. Give this video a like if you liked it. Make sure you leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time on OMGcraft. Bye.